CBGB, the birthplace of punk rock and rebellion. If there's one venue that defined punk rock, underground music, and the raw energy of rebellion, it's CBGB. Located in New York City's East Village, CBGB wasn't just a club. It was a movement, a culture, and a proving ground for the misfits and visionaries who changed music forever. Though it closed in 2006, its legacy continues to inspire generations of musicians, artists, and fans. CBGB, which stood for Country, Bluegrass, and Blues, was founded in 1973 by Hilly Kristal at 315 Bowery, Manhattan. Ironically, despite its name, CBGB never became a country or bluegrass venue. Instead, it became the epicenter of punk and new wave, launching the careers of bands that would define an entire generation. The Ramones, Blondie, Talking Heads, Patti Smith, the Dead Boys, and Television were just a few of the acts that got their start on its grimy stage. The CBGB aesthetic was pure chaos. Graffiti-covered walls, a barely functioning sound system, and an infamous lack of bathrooms that actually worked. But that was the magic. It wasn't about polish or perfection. It was about raw energy, artistic freedom, and breaking the rules. Bands didn't need record deals or a polished sound. They just needed attitude and originality. CBGB's reputation exploded in the mid to late 70s as punk rock took over the underground music scene. The Ramones' blistering 20-minute sets, Blondie's edgy pop sensibility, and Patti Smith's poetic punk rock fusion turned the venue into a mecca for rebellion and creativity. It was a place where you didn't have to conform to the mainstream. You could create your own sound, your own look, and your own movement. As punk evolved into hardcore and new wave, CBGB remained at the forefront. Bands like Bad Brains, Agnostic Front, and Cro-Mags brought an even more aggressive sound, laying the foundation for hardcore punk. At the same time, new wave bands like Talking Heads and the B-52s used CBGB as a launchpad into mainstream success. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, CBGB continued to showcase underground and alternative rock acts, but financial struggles, rising rent prices, and gentrification threatened its survival. Despite protests and efforts to save it, CBGB played its final show on October 15, 2006, with a historic performance by Patti Smith, bringing the venue full circle. Though CBGB is gone, its impact is eternal. The site is now a retail store, but its spirit lives on in rock history, in the bands it inspired, and in the countless musicians who still wear CBGB shirts as a badge of honor. The venue's ethos, DIY spirit, raw creativity, and unfiltered energy remains a blueprint for punk and alternative music. CBGB wasn't just a venue, it was a revolution.